herzlich willkommen zu einer Stunde Rock'n'Roll. Heute bei Turok, großes, fettes Line-Up. Es ist mir eine Riesenehre, euch heute YouTuber uns präsentieren zu dürfen. So it's a great pleasure to have you here, guys. Wow. So how are you?
Great to be here. We're good.
It's a great pleasure to have you here.
Oh, thank you so much. So to get prepared for this interview, I was searching in our archive and I found an interview which was about 15 years ago, a very charming one. I think in those times you were as old as I am right now. And it was about that the only thing that you want to do is find the spirit of rock and roll. So 15 years later, you found it?
It's a very elusive thing, you know. You have it one night, you may lose it the next night, and then it comes back again. You never own it. You're just hoping it shows up. And we're lucky enough on this tour that it has shown up quite a lot.
This tour, it was amazing. Thanks for the good entertainment I had yesterday. It was a really great show, and I went there, I was quite cool, and then I was standing there and I got nervous about all these screaming people and all about this power and happiness there, so I got goosebumps. But I was wondering, how do you felt on stage? I mean, being there, 22,000 people screaming and being happy.
On a great night, that's the way we feel. We get the goosebumps, we get the whole thing, you know. And it's a communication with the audience is what our shows are all about, you know. And some nights it just goes off.
But it's never that you stay on stage and think, well, that's my job now, I do this. It's always a bit of excitement there, isn't it?
Yeah, it's sometimes intimidating and a bit scary to go out there, you know, because you really don't know what way it's going to go. But it's about getting into the music, you know, like I think more so for Bono than any of us, because, you know, singing is such a physical thing, and, you know, you have to really get into the songs. But for everyone in the band, it's finding your way into the music is the key. But finding the way out of the music, I was wondering, when you come up from stage, you don't say, well, I'm off now, let's read the newspaper. I think you're a bit excited, nervous still, don't you? Really? You come up and then...
Otherwise, the New York Times.
Really? After this? With the bus on the way home.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard to come down after a show because the adrenaline is still, you know, going through the system, and I stay up late and I write songs in my hotel room. That's what I do to come down. And then,
I throw up.
Well,
Really?
And Larry goes out on the town and meets beautiful girls.
Yeah. It's a rock and roll thing.
It's a rock and roll thing.
Yeah.
It's taken me a while, but I'm building up to it.
Drinking the spirit of rock and roll.
Here we are. And those kicks, those adrenaline kicks, do you need them always? Or, I mean, could you live without them? What about a year living without it? Is it that you miss something?
Coming off a tour is difficult. Your body starts to twitch, you know, around the same time that you would have normally gone on stage. You don't know what it is, and then you suddenly realize, you know, this is stage time. So it takes about a month to come down after a tour.
It can be a little embarrassing at 9 o'clock at night when you find that you've climbed up on the kitchen table and are turning the light switch on and off, and there's just you, and that's embarrassing.
Yeah, it's going to really upset them after the next time when you start running around the house at high speed.
I do a lot of running in the show.
Yeah, like
it would
the hard run.
It could be a problem coming down from this. I might start jogging around the house.
Okay.
Maybe that'll represent Ireland for the another option.
But I was really wondering, when you were running around, it's really dangerous. I mean, it's not that bright, you know. It's just a small...
I've come off on a few corners.
Yeah.
I have come off on a few corners, but they've sandbags.
Okay. And there are fans picking you up.
Yeah, no, I've ended up in the crowd on many occasions, and but you know, they're usually quite gentle with me. I get back.
This wonderful tour is called Elevation, and it's about a song. Why did you choose this name?
Oh, I suppose that's what you really want on a good night. You really want the whole thing to just go up, you know, go off. It's kind of the aspiration for the shows and for the tour.
Music is magic.
Should take you away all of you.
It should be magic. It's often not. It's often mundane. And it's become like advertising, really. A lot of it's, at the moment, it's, you know, the songs are written by advertising executives, and there are dance routines, and, you know, it's turned into a different thing. But originally, music was meant to be magic. It's sort of, it's like it's God's voice inside you, you know, coming out. Now, I know God doesn't like a lot of songs that are blamed on him. Because I'm sure it's terrible when you say it's God's voice, then you hear some really shit music and you think, oh, please, that can't be. But I do think it's magic. And what we want from our concerts is to get to that place, you know, just elevation.
To lift them away, to bring them away, the people.
To lift yourself.
Yeah.
To lift yourself first.
Yeah, has to sort of come. You have to get into it first, and then kind of goes out.
Wow.
Although sometimes the funny thing is you can have a really bad show, and it's very humbling. Sometimes you come off and you think, oh, that was really bad, and everyone goes, that was the best you've ever been. I love that show. You start to think, well, you know, what do I know? I end up thinking I just play guitar.
So you sometimes are insecure about what you did?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I think sometimes what happens on a stage is that, like, if something breaks down, whereas, you know, your machine breaks down, or you drop something, or you forget to come in the right place or whatever, that you think it's, oh shit, I made a mistake. But sometimes for people out there, it's really exciting because, you know, not that they've seen a mistake, but they've seen something unusual. That makes it kind of exciting.
Keeps it more punk.
Yeah, punk. Yeah, it's more punk actually. I mean, the stage runs smaller. Is it to bring more the punk spirit back?
Oh, that's where we started out. You know, we were the garage band from Garage Land. We saw the Ramones live in Dublin. We saw the Jam on TV and Pistols, and you know, just thought, well, we can do this. We can do this. We can be a band, and so we got together really, and out of that came U2. So we haven't completely forgotten that. That's still the bottom line for us. I think is still a lot of those punk ideals, and I think that's probably why we sort of like to try and break down the barrier between the stage and the audience. Bono's constantly kind of bridging that gap, and also coming on with the stage light, the house lights on at the start of the show.
To make one
kind of
big party.
Partly that.
So yesterday you dedicated one song to Joe Ramone, and why was he so important for the band to get an idea of becoming one day super famous rock stars? So why is he so important for you?
When we were 15, 16 years old and just started our band, we were trying to get a break and get on the national TV station in Ireland. And a big shot director was coming around to our rehearsal room because he'd heard that we wrote our own songs. We were only 15 and 16, but before he arrived, we were fighting amongst each other about how the song should go. We were shouting and roaring at each other. There was blood on the walls. It was very, very messy. So when he knocked at the door, we said, what are we going to do? What are we going to play him? Couldn't agree on what's playing. So what we did was we played 2 Ramones songs in a row and told him that we wrote it. And he went, really? Did you write those? I said, yes. And he put us on the national, this TV show, and we played 2 of our own songs, which we then figured out how to play. And he didn't notice. So a couple of years ago, I met Joey Ramone, and I got to thank him.
Yeah, we owed them big time for that one.